What's going on, YouTubians? Crazy Bags?
Chad Rich.
Coming at you from the Campus Inn, where it's a bit of a stinky situation around here.
Oh man, they got them porta shitters sitting out here. I'm gonna tell y'all, the ones that's over here, don't use the number 2 porta shitter. That thing's unstable as hell. I went in there a minute to go take a leak. I was staring leaking, rocking back and forth like I had Parkinson's.
So don't do number 2 in the number 2 porta shitter over here in the parking lot, all right?
Time if you do.
So we had a water main break over here at Campus Inn. So they got the sim labs flooded, another classroom's flooded, and the entire first building has no restrooms, no showers, no nothing. So they're having to clear everybody out of here. So it's quite a bad situation. But so I've got a new student. My student just upgraded. I'm getting a new one. And you had a student.
Yeah, student Tyler, who, for those of you who watch my videos, student Tyler is no longer on my truck. He decided trucking one for him. So he got off my truck. I dropped him off, what was it, 2 days ago, I guess I dropped him off at Walmart
2 days
there.
ago.
He's got some other plans in life, and I wish him the best. He's a good kid, you know, but trucking just wasn't for him. So that's kind of what Bags and I were going to talk about a little bit tonight is, you know, before you come out here to Prime or anywhere else that you decide to go, you need to understand trucking is a lifestyle. Trucking is a career. You know, you're going to be gone more than a week. You're going to be gone more than 2 weeks. So when you come out here, you need to understand that.
Be committed.
Be committed to it, because it's going to be a whole change from what you're used to with your life now. And you know, Prime invests money to bring you out here. It costs us time and money. And so we need people who are committed to doing the job so that we can train them and teach them the right way so that they can be successful. And in turn, it helps us as well.
Yeah, because if you're coming and you're not committed and you don't make it, all you've done is waste a lot of people's times. That's it. You know, you wasted a lot of people's times. You wasted your own time. You wasted Prime's time. You wasted your trainer's time, whoever it may be. And that's, you know, that's time we can't get back. So, and that's time we could have spent with somebody who is committed and wants to make a life change and better their life and start their career. So don't come unless you're committed. So, you know, if you're in a family situation where you can't be away a month at a time, don't even think about trucking, okay? Don't even think about it, all right? Sir, there are trucking jobs out there that you get home nightly or weekly. You're not going to see any possibility of that until you spend 2 or 3 years over the road, right? I mean, isn't that about right nowadays?
You got to have time out there on the road. And to add to what he just said there, if you are planning on coming out here and you're in a family situation, discuss it with your wife, your husband, your significant other, he, she, it, whatever you got going on. You need to make sure that you discuss it with them so that everybody's on the same page, so that they understand that you're not going to be home on the weekends. You're going to be gone. You know, we're not, hey baby, we're not going to be going to the movie on Friday night because Daddy's not going to be there. You know?
They need to be committed as you are.
Yeah.
Because if you're out here on the road and they're calling you every day singing the sad song because you're not home, that's going to get old real quick, and it's going to tire on you, and it's going to drive you to go back home and quit and find something else to do. So if you're not both committed to it, there's really no sense in coming, because
and, you know, it's rough on us too. It really is. I mean, it's rough on us because not only are we trying to teach you, but then we're like a therapist as well, you know, with you guys. And it is what it is. I mean, it just comes with the territory. But like Bags' wife and my wife, we've been in this game long enough that they understand, hey, we're not going to be home every weekend, you know, and they've adapted to it. Not that they like it, but they've adapted to it to where, you know, it's not a shock to them that, hey, we're not going to be there, you know.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle they've adjusted to. So,
correct. And
now it's just our normal lifestyle. You know, I'm away from home. My wife and my kids are at home. They know when Daddy's coming home, and she knows when her husband's going to be home, and they just adjusted to it well. And Prime has made it easier. I'll just be honest. Prime has made it easier because the financial reward here is much bigger than at the other place I worked. So when the financial reward kind of equals what you're giving up and sacrificing, that definitely helps the situation. So
yeah, you can never get time back. I mean, that's going to be gone. You
correct.
never get time back. But when you're making enough money that you're living better than you would, it helps bridge the gap a little bit between
correct.
the time that you miss versus the money you make, you know. But our wives are accustomed to it because it's what we were doing when we met them, you know. Yep. And so they understand how it works. You know, we're going to be home, but for somebody coming out here, you really need to discuss it with your significant other, like I said, because they're truly the ones that make the sacrifice. Because I've said this before, they've got to be mother, father, the maintenance man, and everything else, because you're out here on the road.
They're doing it all. They're mowing the grass, they're cooking the food, they're changing diapers, dropping kids off at school, because you're no longer there to help.
Correct. So they've got to do everything. They're the ones that really suffer the burden.
Yes.
We're the ones that suffer because we're not involved in anything that's going on the home life.
Yep.
But the wives are the ones that suffer because now the whole task is on them.
And it is stressful, and my wife calls me and reminds me of how stressful it is on a weekly basis. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. She reminds me of the fact that she is taking care of the entire household while I'm not there. So when I tell her, well, baby, I worked a 12-hour shift today, she said, well, that's good, because I worked 15 and I did 3 jobs, you did 1.
Yeah,
so.
My wife and I talk on a frequent basis. As a matter of fact, I just got off the phone with her. You know, but you've got to have, there's a level of trust that's got to be there as well. Because, you know, for young guys coming out here on the road, or young girls, or
You
know, you call and your girlfriend doesn't answer the phone, or your wife doesn't answer the phone, you automatically go into panic mode. You know, you can't do that while you're out here, because we're responsible for too much equipment hauling freight to be stressed out like that out here, trying to worry about what's going on the home front. You know, so you've got to have a level of trust there, and it works out real well that way. But the bottom line of it is, before you come here, be committed to come here, because believe it or not, it costs us a shit ton of money.
A lot of money.
As trainers.
Yeah, as trainers, yeah.
To
they
do
don't
the
realize
PSD
that.
phase, because Prime only gives you guys a $200 loan a week. That $200 out here on the road, the McDonald's at your hometown where they got double cheeseburgers for $1 out here at the truck stop is $3 or $4. So that $200 out here doesn't go a long way, especially if you smoke or chew tobacco or drink sodas or anything else. It's going to go real damn quick.
Real quick, because you go up northeast, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New York, you're paying $11-12 for a pack of cigarettes or a can of dip.
Yeah. So what happens is the trainer ends up picking up some of the tab on this deal to kind of soften the burden on you a little bit.
We try to make sure you eat every night. That's what it is.
And you guys, and a lot of students don't even realize that, you know, that we're doing that. The $300 that we get for keeping you on our truck during the PSD phase, by the end of the week, I've really only made probably 50 if I've made that.
If that.
Because of helping everybody along, you know.
Yeah.
But you've got to eat in order to do the job. And then once you graduate and get on the TNT phase, that's where
we make money.
the time, that we've invested in you, that we start recouping a little bit of that money back and stuff like that as it goes along. So it's in our best interest to get you through the PSD phase, to get to the TNT phase, because then it's beneficial to us, Prime, and everybody involved in the situation.
And then everybody's making money that way.
Correct.
Because he's right. In the PSD phase, I actually make less money on a weekly basis with a PSD student than I do when I'm by myself. That's just reality of it, and a lot of it is the cost of making sure the student eats every night.
Correct.
Because I've had a student who had no money,
Yeah, I've had several of them that had no money.
and I had to feed him. You know, he had to take $200. He had to send most of it home because he had a family at home to feed. So then I got to turn around and feed him. So I mean, and you know what? In the long run, it paid off for me. I made that investment, and I made a lot of money on the back end of that in the TNT phase. So it all came back to me. You know.
But,
so it's a good, it can work out if the student is committed and fulfills their part of the contract and makes it all the way through.
So it's not rewarding to us on that phase is what we're
Correct.
getting at.
That's what we're getting at.
We want you to, and trust me, we want you to be successful too, because it's a reflection on us out here.
Correct.
I mean, you guys watch our channels, which we appreciate, and we're thankful that you guys are watching and it's growing and stuff like that. Both our channels are, but also you need to learn something from them too, because I know Bags talked about the pre-trip videos. I recommend all my guys when they come on the truck to watch his pre-trip videos, because he did it right off the Prime sheet. Exactly what you're going to have
on
to
the
do.
new truck, on the
Correct.
new Freightliner, on a 2019 Freightliner.
So, we want you guys to come out here, but you just need to understand, if you can and are able to, if you're thinking about making a career change and coming over here to Prime, or any other trucking company for that matter, maybe put back $25 a week if you can, or $10 a week, or whatever you can, in order to, when you come over here, to have money for your cigarettes or chewing tobacco or whatever it is that you do. You know what I mean?
Try not to come broke.
Correct.
That's kind of what we're getting at, I think. You know, try to come prepared, and prepare your family for that too, because that $700 a week ain't going to kick in for probably, I'll be honest with you, your recruiter may tell you 2 weeks. Most students, it's 3 to 4 weeks before they start seeing that $700 a week, okay? Because it takes them 2.5 weeks before they're ready to test, and you get them here and test, and it takes a whole week before you get paid. Correct. So you're at almost a month at that $200 loan, and it's you can't live on that.
Well, not only that, but it's not beneficial for us at that aspect either, because you figure if it's only 2 weeks, by the time we pick you up, we leave out.
Yeah.
We're short there, and now they're turning around and bringing us right back in, so we're
Yep.
short there on that end. So you know, it affects us as well on the back end.
And one way you can do that to help your trainer with that is make sure you're studying your pre-trip, like you're saying in the videos.
Correct.
Study your pre-trip, because your trainer's going to get a bonus when you test out, especially if you trifecta, which is testing out on the very first try. So
and they get that as well. The student
gets a bonus as well. And you can show your trainer some appreciation by making sure that you're prepared when it comes time to test.
Correct.
Okay, because the student bonus on that is $250 on a trifecta.
Correct.
Okay, the trainer bonus on that is $875. So make sure that you come prepared and ready, and show some appreciation to the trainer who's losing a little bit of money in the front end in order to make the money on the back end.
Correct.
So yeah, you know,
and it just shows us that you're committed.
Correct.
You know, if I get a guy that comes out here and he can spout off the whole pre-trip to me, I know he's been watching videos and he's committed to wanting to do the job.
And he's ready to
go.
Versus
a guy you ride with for 2 weeks and he couldn't tell you the first damn thing about the pre-trip. You know, kind of makes it hard. I'm not going to get out there every single time with you.
Well, and if you come committed, you're more likely to succeed.
Correct.
And this is life-changing here.
Correct.
You know, we talked about that in the past, but you know, this is definitely a life-changing situation. Someone can go from making $320 or $360 a week at McDonald's or Walmart or wherever they may be working in retail or Starbucks, and then come out here and go through basically what boils down to somewhere between an 8 and 10 week program, and before you know it, they're cashing checks of $2,000.
Correct. It changed their whole lifestyle.
Changes everything. So you know, if right now you're sitting there and you're taking home, or you're making $400 a week, you can make here in 1 week what you would make in the whole month, more than what you would make in the whole month.
And I've had students do it, and so has he.
Yeah, we both had students do it, so
you know,
yeah, it's a big deal.
But anyway, we appreciate you guys watching our channel. We better wrap this up. We're getting pretty deep in it. CrazyBags 357.
Chad Rich.
Yep. Subscribe, like, and share our channel. Hit the bell. Boom. So that you get the notification.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Every time we make videos. And we appreciate you guys, man. Everybody be safe out there.
Be safe.
Make good choices.
Make good choices and be successful.